just
edit
record it. Yeah. And take one. Are we even in square? Go ahead.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Breaking Bread with the Bartons. It kind of sounds like Breaking Bad, don't you think?
But that's not what we're going for here.
Oh, well, I feel like we're like not ourselves, you know. But anyway,
I'm just here.
all right,
You're the one that feels like you have to be somebody else on the thing.
okay. Well, hello everyone, welcome to Breaking Bread with the Bartons. Glad you could join us. My name is Cameron Barton. You can call me Cam if you see me around, I guess. And this is my lovely wife, Brittany.
Hello.
And yeah, so we're podcasting now. So breaking bread with the Bartons is what we named it. I think it kind of sounds like Breaking Bad.
That's not what we're going for here.
Okay, well, yeah, we're not going for Breaking Bad.
No.
But anyway,
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. What do you think, babe?
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week, and
Lots of fun things have happened.
Yeah.
We're ending it here.
yeah. So we took in our third foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
He's from Germany. His name's Yannick. We picked him up in Shreveport last Friday. And yeah, so he's hitting the ground running. Literally, he runs
He does.
a lot.
Fast.
He plays soccer in Germany, and which really our other two did too. We had another one from Germany and then another one from Brazil, and both of them played soccer. And both of them, when they came here, they played football.
Yep.
Probably against your will.
And you're really working on Yannick for him to
Yep.
play football.
Yep.
Still against
I did
my
tell
will.
Yannick this time, hey, don't feel pressured to play because, Garrison's a football school.
Texas.
Like most schools around here, yeah. And, I mean, any other school he went to around here, he'd been the same way, probably. So, but I said, well, in my opinion, you playing soccer, the smartest thing to do would be to try to be a kicker. Less physical, less all that. Which there's physicality in soccer, but
Yeah, but not tackling at the head and knocking people down.
if I played soccer, I would definitely bring the physical pain.
You'd probably get the yellow flag or red flag or
Yeah,
whichever one, get you kicked off.
I wouldn't last long. I've
No.
got, what do they call it? Little man syndrome.
1,000%.
So it's just sheer competition, really, is all it is. But anyway, so yeah.
So that's been a good this past week, and then looking forward, our kids are starting school. I'm ready to get into the groove and a routine and get things kind of settled. They're tired of each other.
Yeah.
At this point, lots of fighting, but it'll be good.
Yep. But tell them about what did you start here recently? What did you do?
What did I do here recently?
The big.
At the school?
Yeah.
Oh, we are starting a 4-H club.
Yep.
I'm so excited. Cameron's the sports guy, and I'm the ag girl, so
Yeah.
I'm excited to get the kids involved in that. It's funny, I keep telling everybody, my kids are limited to one thing a semester. Like, I make them, pick one thing, and they chose baseball for this fall. And then I'm like, but they're doing 4-H because their mom is leading 4-H, so that's doesn't count in the number of things they can do.
Yeah.
That's going to always happen.
Well,
But it is exciting.
Yeah. Well, you excelled in 4-H, right? Or
Yeah. I mean, that was like a paid for me to go to college. What I studied when I went to college, which isn't what I do now, but that's irrelevant, and how I met you. So, like, obviously I'm really passionate about that, and that was like my favorite part of high school and college, and was being a part of the ag organizations and doing all that. So I'm excited for our kiddos to be a part of it to some capacity. I'm not going to force it on them, but to some capacity.
Yeah. Well, it's probably like me in sports, right? You kind of really want them to do it, but You're trying hard not to press them into it.
Yeah.
You know, that is a challenge of being a parent. I mean, our kids are very young right now, or I mean, they're growing fast, but they're still young. I mean, and we're already learning, I think, how to, not live. What do they say? Live vicariously through your kids. So
Are you struggling with that?
I don't think so. I mean,
Oh.
I don't really give it any thought. I just,
I
that was
guess
one
the
thing.
like me wanting them to do 4-H, like not letting that
Yeah,
be because I want to keep doing 4-H or whatever.
yeah,
Is that what you mean?
yeah. And it's funny because like, well, you remember when we were dating, like I would coach everybody else's kids, and that was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then it's like now, I mean, I think I'll coach Bo and Kyle a little bit, but I feel like I just want to watch them more than at the games, anyways. And at
Oh,
home,
really?
I mean, it's like I'm Nick Saban out there, like
Oh, gracious.
you know. But yeah, you want to enjoy the ride of being a parent.
Yeah, but when you
Not
coached,
just
it was fun to be a part of that and like watch you do that. But I guess I can see how it'd be different if it was your kids and just wanting
yeah.
to.
Plus, you don't
Yeah,
want another challenge is your kids kind of hating you as a coach.
that's
I
true.
mean that.
I like remember my brother and my dad like fighting on the field,
Yeah,
and then like Taylor would say, "I'm riding with mom home," like
yeah,
not wanting to ride with dad because not knowing, not fighting on the field, but knowing that like, oh gosh, I'm gonna hear about this
yeah,
in the car afterwards.
yeah. So that's another aspect of it. But anyway,
Well,
so
this episode, let's talk
yeah,
about this episode.
yeah,
Is like how we got here. Which we've kind of hinted at some of our like things that we enjoyed doing growing up and how we kind of met, at least hinting that it was through agriculture and all that. But like, let's just a brief synopsis of how we started dating, what dating was like, engagement, getting married, and like how in the world have we ended up at a podcast?
yeah.
Because I'm anti social media, anti wanting to be like in the spotlight.
Hmm.
You like striving to be famous over here, right?
I wouldn't. I don't say that,
I
but I
pick
mean,
on you about that though.
yeah.
So like,
If it happens, it happens, But I don't. Yeah,
how did we get to this point where like Brittany's ready to do a podcast? So
yeah,
let's kind of like talk about all of it.
yeah. So let's just go back to where we met.
Can I tell this part?
Yeah,
Because I like we have different versions of this,
yeah,
kind of sort of like different experiences.
yeah.
So I was at a cattle. We were all at a cattle sale.
My experience is right.
Well, it's not that it's a different perspective.
Yeah,
Same experience, different perspective, right?
sure.
Okay, this is how I remember it because I don't remember a lot of the stuff. But we were at a cattle sale. I was there with my best friend Stony, who was my coworker at the time, and we were sponsoring the lunch at the SFA Premium Sale in 2014, November 2014. Let's take it all the way back.
Yeah,
And you were there with your cousin to buy cattle because that's what y'all were doing. And obviously, I didn't know you. It was freezing. All I remember about this day was it was freezing cold. It was early in the morning. I like the last place I probably wanted to be that day. I was bundled up in my cute yellow jacket, sitting next to my friend Stony in the stands, teeth chattering, so cold.
it was pretty
Also,
cool.
I can't see, like I can't even see right now. This camera, like barely see camera, and I have to have glasses or contact lenses to see. And this day I was not wearing either that day, and so my eyesight, like I really couldn't see anything, like what was immediately around me, but far away, no. And we sit through the cattle sale. We go to like represent Texas Farm Credit at lunch and just be there, talk to people who come up to us, and then we leave from my experience. And then later on that week, I don't know if I get an email first or if like Stony tells me first that there's a guy interested in me, and I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And there was another coworker who's from Garrison, which is where Cameron was from. And so we were like Facebook stalking him, and I was trying to figure out who this person is because I was in a very like, I'm not dating anybody mode. Like I was just not interested. And then I get an email,
That was the ones I went after.
the ones who said,
Yeah.
no. I believe it. And I get an email, and I still have it. I should have like pulled it out for this and read it, but it said like, "Hello, I'm Cameron Barton. I saw you at the SFA cattle sale, and I was wondering if you wanted to." And he listed like 12 things that started with like, I don't know, probably like,
Coffee.
no,
Coffee.
it started with like the most drastic, like go to like a full on date, right? Like go to the movie or something like that. And then you like listed all kinds of stuff.
Tear it down.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
okay, if a date doesn't work,
Uh-huh.
then like lowest level is like
I think it was like,
you're just sitting beside each other staring at each
right. I think the last thing was like, order a coffee. Or if you don't want to do anything at all, like you even threw that
Yeah.
in there's the last thing.
So I tried to tear it down to where, it's kind of like, all right, if she doesn't accept this thing down here, then you're just not a good person.
No,
You're just not.
there's just no shot. But I guess I responded by email and we eventually started texting. And then our first date was at a coffee shop. But before we like keep going into like dating and stuff, like tell about the whole you coming up to Stony and asking if she was from Douglas, also assuming she was my mother, weirdo.
Yeah.
And because I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
But Stony remembers it, and obviously you remember it because you were there doing that.
First, you were explaining where you were at, like you couldn't see.
Oh yeah.
And all that, but so I was with my cousin over there. Wes Chandler is his name, and we were over there at the Coffee and Donuts, just standing around talking. And I told him, I remember saying, that girl over there, I think she's staring at me, And I can't remember if I said it like she really is or I'm just funning. And he said, go talk to her. And I was like, no, can't do that. And well, anyway, after it's all said and done, I had in my mind, I'm like, well, I'm at least going to go make an appearance, So I think y'all were in the lunch
Yeah.
deal.
The tent, yeah.
After the sale, they were eating lunch, and I went in there to the lunch tent, and I was like, I just, this is how I am. Instead of actually talking to the person I need to talk to, I just go to the person beside her and say, hey, are you from Douglas? And she looks, she's like, no. And that was it. And I walked off, and I'm leaving there going, that was pretty horrible, And then I think I went to SFA football game, and all day I thought about like, oh, that was really bad, And so anyway, yeah, I went through the, email.
Okay, but then
way.
so how you had to get my email from somebody? So
Yeah. Oh, but first, let me back up. At the sale, later you said that you couldn't see, and I mean, I had swore up and down like you were staring at me. That was the whole reason that I.
yeah, I
went over
definitely
there.
did not see you.
Yeah.
And I also jokingly said, if you're saying about the donuts and coffee, I was probably looking
Yeah,
at the donuts and coffee.
Which kind of maybe it makes sense, maybe, I would hate to think this, but maybe that's how we got together is because you didn't see me. Like, maybe I'm not that good looking, and so it's like, maybe a little reverse psychology or something.
Maybe.
Like,
I'm about to see.
anyway, maybe it helps that you didn't see me, But anyway,
I guess so.
nonetheless,
I mean, you had all kinds of things like going the wrong way.
Nonetheless, you took one of those things on the email, and it was coffee, I believe. And
Okay,
so,
but we have to talk about who Cupid is.
Yeah.
Like we refer to Andy G as Cupid, who is he was at the sale, like what was he doing? Like what are
bidder,
they?
He would.
No, he was like in the front, like.
Well, if somebody bid, he would.
Oh,
take the
that's
bid,
what it is.
he
Okay,
would.
I got you. Catch what you're throwing. So he was there, and I guess you knew, like maybe we had talked to him, and so you knew, at least we knew each other.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, hello Simba.
Simba's coming. Simba, come on. Might as well come on now. Come on.
And okay, so you, I guess, went up to him and said, "Do you know who that girl is with her mom?" Stoney's only 13 years older than me, so either Cameron thought Stoney was really old or I was really young, which like weird. And so we also joke about that. But so we say that Andy's Cupid because he's the one who gave Cameron my email because we like worked together and obviously did know each other. So that we always joke that he's Cupid even now when we see him.
Yeah.
That he's the reason we got together.
Yeah.
I guess. But I guess Wes gets a lot of credit. Stoney obviously gets a lot of credit, which we'll have her on here to talk about her perspective too.
And it's crazy how things happen. Dad had asked me if I wanted to go to that thing, and I was like, no. And then like last minute, I went over there. I took my own vehicle. I didn't
So
even
was your
go.
dad there?
I didn't even, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
I
didn't
didn't
know he
even
was
go
there.
with Dad, so
Huh.
I wasn't going to go. I think last minute I was like, I guess I'll go.
Your own vehicle, the red
Yeah,
Mustang?
I think I drove and then ended up. Oh, I went because I was like, well, I'll just leave from there and go to the SFA football game.
Priorities,
So, yep,
not
yeah,
cattle, sports.
yeah. If
You're
there
good.
wasn't an SFA football game, see, probably wouldn't even been there.
There you go. So we
But
go on our first date to the coffee shop.
yeah,
And what do you tell me at the coffee shop?
uh, that's a long Starbucks order.
No.
No,
Oh my
we're sitting
gosh.
outside and yeah, this elderly couple walks out and I said, that's going to be us one day.
Weirdo.
Yeah,
I also
but
was up
it
because I had
worked,
this
you know.
thing where it was like, I'm not going to date somebody who's shorter than me. So I remember standing up next to you at the like coffee line, kind of trying to like look and figure out where you landed in height.
Yeah,
You're definitely shorter than me.
yeah.
Here we are.
But maybe our kids will get your height and
Maybe want to be a sports.
yeah,
You want them to do that for sports?
NBA is probably not going to happen, you know.
No.
But
Okay, so we dated for, well, 3 months into dating, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to marry this dude. Like, I kind of thought you were perfect. So, but you asked me to marry you like a year later at my mom's Christmas party, which was super fun
yeah,
with the ring pop
yeah,
and a real ring.
yeah,
But ring pop
yeah,
first, which was
yeah.
fun.
Don't yeah.
As I was wearing a heart
For
monitor, that's
people
a
like,
whole other
dang,
issue.
dude, they pulled it off with a ring pop. No, I mean,
You also
a
had to
little
have
more.
the
Yeah,
diamond.
I would recommend guys don't actually just do the ring pop. You know, I mean, may not work. You know, I mean, probably not.
And then we got married, what, 9 months after that, 10 months after that, in September 2016. So
Yeah,
we are about to celebrate 9 years,
yeah,
getting ready for our 10-year mark.
yeah,
And what a wild ride it's been.
yep. And we'll get to share a lot of that on here. So
Yeah, that's kind of like our purpose and plan.
yep,
And it'll be fun. We obviously now have 2 kids and foreign exchange students
yep,
that we love dearly. We have a great friend group, great family. So lots of things that have happened in the last 12 years, really, that we've known each other, 11 years that we've known each other,
yep.
that we'll get to share and talk about and hopefully guide people on. Okay, so now, like, how do we get to the podcast? So you've been wanting to do a podcast for probably at least 3 years,
Yeah.
constantly asking me to do it. And I was like, no, 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 I don't want to do it. Of
Mhm.
course, some of that 3 years had been rough for us, so we'll talk about that. But a few months ago, I was kind of like, okay, maybe. Because we were on a podcast together, which, by the way, I've not listened to or watched.
Oh yeah, yeah, we were. Yeah.
And so that kind of was fun. I mean,
Mhm.
at first I didn't really want to do it, but it was kind of fun. And then I got to thinking, like, where we are now, like how full our life is, how much we've grown, even in just the last like 6 months. Like, it would be fun to like talk about things and give us an opportunity to draw closer. So I had an idea that on our 10-year anniversary, or not 10-year, 9-year anniversary, on our anniversary day, I was gonna like have the podcast equipment set up like when he got home, and that was gonna be like our anniversary day, and like I could just start asking him questions. But we were on vacation in June, traveling, and we just kind of we were listening to podcasts and we got to talking about it, and I was like, I have this idea, like I think I'm kind of ready to do it, and like the Lord just gave us
Yeah, a
like
list of things to.
like everything, all the
Yeah.
stuff that we talked about, the name, the
Mhm.
what we wanted the purpose to be, like all the different topic ideas, and it
Yeah.
just felt really like blessed by him. And so, Breaking Bread with the Bartons.
Yeah.
Cameron thinks it sounds like Breaking Bad, and I'm like, this is not that.
Well, you know, you appeal to all audiences.
We will,
So,
but
yeah.
this is going to be biblical and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
faith based, because
Yep.
that's a huge, huge part of our life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the verse, well, I guess one of our like spiritual gifts, I think as a couple, mine individually, but like us as a couple too for our family, is like hospitality. We love having people in this house. We love like hosting and just even if it's just like quick hangouts, but also like I work for a company that like creates, manufactures, and designs like entertaining wear and tableware, and so obviously like I like to use the pretty stuff and like do that. That's just like my creative outlet. But we just love having people here and love having our table full and our house full. We don't live in a very big house, but like we love when it's full and chaotic and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've always had this sign that says they broke bread in their homes and ate with glad and sincere hearts, which is a Bible verse in Acts. And like that's just really been like our whole marriage, our whole dating experience too. Like we were constantly with other people.
Yeah.
And
And the context of that verse, it was like every day,
yeah,
and I think that's something we'll talk about is, I think for sure when I saw it, like the hospitality uh, piece, like the get or the opportunities we have, not only through like foreign exchange students, but I mean people around here, but like when we had a foreign exchange student here, and then he'd bring his high school friends over, he ends up going back to Germany, and those friends still want to come over here.
yeah,
And so it's kind of cool to see that because you're like, oh, I think maybe we did have an impact, and not just the foreign exchange student, which that's good, but
but I
yeah,
feel like it just is a testament to like what this home feels like, and
yeah,
like the joy that's here, and like
hmm
the fun and the peace and the
yeah,
comfort, and like we always wanted this our home to be that for
yeah,
people.
and we really keep it pretty simple, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you talk about, and same for me. We grew up, in middle school and high school, just like after practice or 4-H or whatever, just bring the whole gang over, and you're eating brownies or
yeah.
playing video games or whatever
Like
it
our
is. Yeah,
homes growing up were the homes where everybody went.
yeah,
And like that's what we want to make here. Like
yeah,
we want this to be the place where all the people come
yeah,
because I mean it's just special.
yeah. It's you know, I believe the home is kind of that place. It's almost like I've started viewing the home as a vacation, almost like it's
Yeah.
when you leave the home every day, and this is the way I started thinking about it. When I leave home every day, I go to work or wherever, and you're going into the world, right? The reality, and you come back home. I mean, not that it's not reality, but it's kind of like, all right, this is the place that's safe and peaceful and calm and joyful and everything that
Yeah.
the chaotic world wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I love that. And so we just kind of came to us. We like alliterations, obviously, and like
yeah,
we are always talk about the Bartons. Like I don't know, I'll call everybody by their last name. Like I literally just refer to people like that. And my mom even said the other day, she was like, "It's like they're famous. Like that's how you like the Kardashians."
oh
Which
yeah,
I'm not a
yeah,
Kardashian fan, but like I just say like the Owens, our
yeah,
friends
yeah,
the Owens
yeah,
or
yeah.
the Coulters.
Hmm.
Anyway, so we always do that. We're the Bartons. And there's a lot of Bartons around here, but we're the Bartons. And so breaking both the Bartons just kind of came to us. And then I had this like vision of like how we could do our like artwork for the podcast, which I have no idea if this is what's going to be on here at this point, but like at the table, we just have people around it, and there's food and whatever, because we love food and we love to share food with people. And so that vision just came to me like when we're sitting here talking about this. And anyway, it's just been like really fun. And so then talking about this verse and how that ties in, like that's it was really the Lord's blessing. And then since we've been trying to record this for the last month, like there's been some obstacles. So obviously the enemy does not want us to do this.
Yeah,
But here we are.
yeah,
We're working.
yeah,
We're rolling. So we're excited about that. So Kim, what like when we were talking about it, what do you think? I know we wrote down like our mission, which is on my phone that I can't access right now, but like what is our mission? Who are we wanting to appeal to? Like what are based on some of the topics we've written down, like what are you excited about?
yeah. I think it's just to impact, people, in whatever way that may be. Um, I think for us it starts with faith and God, and you know, hey, I mean, I've had conversations where you know um, people don't believe that, so that's okay. I mean, we all started somewhere, right? So I, my personal mission is that um, people can come it's kind of like coming into our home, but hearing a conversation that's real and something we're either going through or have gone through, or um, something with goals or dreams or whatever, and they can see themselves in it. Because I don't think we're going to be sharing anything that's probably just not that doesn't pertain to someone else's life just the same.
Yeah, sometimes it feels really lonely out there, but when
Yeah.
you hear our stories, you'll hopefully feel
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not alone in this.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm excited about that too. And
Mhm.
like to be able to laugh, and I think it's going to be fun for us to get closer together. Like
Yeah.
these are like forced conversations to have.
Yeah.
And we always haven't been,
Yeah, and I'm
we haven't always been good communicators.
yeah.
So I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have some guests.
Yeah.
So
Oh
like
yeah.
hopefully each episode we'll have somebody on that either we've was a part of that part of our story, or like has good advice on whatever that topic is. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that too, like being able to chat closer with our friends and like share our friends with people too,
Yeah.
because we have good friends
Yeah.
and good family. And so I'm excited about like talk. Well, it's funny, just even since we've made made the decision to do this and wrote down topics, like more things have come up that were like, oh, that'll be a good thing to talk about on the podcast, or
Yeah.
like as I'm studying something in the morning, like in the Bible, I'm like, oh, this verse pertains to whatever this topic was, and
Yeah.
we've been able to kind of share those things already. And so it's going to be cool to see the Lord work in that way. But also, I'm excited, like some topics that I'm excited about is like the family traditions one, like with Jody and Trey, hopefully,
Yeah, yeah.
because like their home is also the type of home that we want to have.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that one. I'm excited to like get our families on here and talk about like friendships and forgiveness and family legacies and
Yeah.
things that we've gone through with them. We're gonna have Bo and Kyle on one day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe some foreign exchange students.
Yes, that'll be so fun. That part of our story
Past
is
and
like,
present, maybe.
yeah,
You know.
that's a fun part of our story that
Yeah.
we do that people are really surprised by.
Yeah.
And when they ask how we got started, you don't like it when I say how we got started, but
Yeah.
it is funny. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about some of those conversations and topics.
Yeah. Social media, like go back to you're kind of anti-social media, and that's okay. Like, I mean, there's times obviously I spend way too much time on it, but really, there's never been a time where it's been easier to share life.
Yeah.
Or to connect. It's just kind of how you do it, right? Like positive or negative, or I mean, so it can be used in good ways and not so good ways.
Yeah.
So.
And I want to share the real stuff though. Not that not everything on there is real, because I know
Yeah.
people are really intentional about trying to do that. And obviously, like, it's not meant to be a negative platform, but because I know from our experiences, like there were moments that it did feel lonely, and
Yeah.
it was nice to have podcasts or things that I could go listen to that were like, oh, this is relatable. Like
Yeah.
I'm not the only one going through this, so
Yeah.
just want to be like another avenue from that.
Yeah, and I think we should tell them like I'm 35, you're 31, and so like in that perspective, because it's kind of like I see sometimes the older ones say, oh, y'all hadn't been through anything yet, or um, or maybe it's the younger ones going, man, I know I need to learn from them. So, but at the same time, it's like I guess for like we want to have a connection with all people, but I think for viewers that maybe are closer to our age to see that, oh wow, like they're young and they've already been through some stuff, like so it's like you just said, oh, I'm not the only one,
Yeah.
So
Is there anything that you're like fearful of with this?
not really. I mean, I mean,
Okay, then I have all the fear.
maybe say, maybe, I'm never one to really worry about what people think too much, but, when,
It does put us out there.
yeah, but you don't ever want anybody to misunderstand you, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's a
so
good
it's
point.
hard. Yeah, it's hard to. A lot of times, it's hard to really um, bring a point across and not have some misunderstanding because, especially if that person hasn't experienced that same thing, then there probably will be some misunderstanding, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
that's
probably
good.
the.
I'm scared of, which I know I said this to you like when we were first talking about it, and kind of joking, but like also kind of serious. Like, what if in a conversation we start like going at it?
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, I mean,
This is going to be where we
yeah,
duke it out.
you got yeah. I mean,
I'm just kidding.
you might see it. No,
I mean, there probably are going to be things that you say that I'm going to be like,
yeah, you know,
it's okay though.
yeah.
It's going to be fun.
We are man and woman. Let you know.
Yeah.
So we're very different,
Yes.
and yeah, it's been
Okay.
a ride. But I love you.
Love you too. Here we go.
Yeah.
Knuckles.
All right.
That's a wrap.
See you.